Hello, Sagittarius, and a Happy New Year. This is a little late getting out here. I do apologize. Many things have come up, but we're going to start this out, and you're still going to get your messages, and hopefully this will resonate to you. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And make sure you check out your Moon and Rising signs also so that you can get a clearer picture on what it is that maybe you're going through, or maybe some solutions, or maybe just knowing a little bit more coming up in the future. Anyway, we're starting out, within the first week, you might have felt a little bit of joy and dreams, okay? And so maybe you've had some dreams coming true, or your dreams have been like really exciting, and you might have been having more dreams than normal, or that you're remembering your dreams. It might be more like it. So, but they've been putting you in sort of a good mood. And, for the most part, we just got out of the holiday. It's been a pretty decent week for you when it comes. But remember to, pull your head out of the clouds a little bit. I think some of you tend to dream a lot, like daydream. And this is kind of what I'm picking up. You are a fire sign, but you also tend to be a little bit more dreamy. And so you need to remember to keep a little bit of a balance, okay? And if you are going through anything, like if you're covering up, like daydreaming to cover up things that you need to take care of or whatever, know that you've got the strength to move forward and to face anything that you have going on head on, okay? You have a lot of good inner strength, but a lot of times, when you try not to face those things that are going on that make you feel a little uncomfortable or stepping out of your comfort zone, okay, we tend to daydream more, and we don't realize our own inner strength. We kind of put ourselves down or have negative thoughts about ourselves. Well, you need to release those negative thoughts, okay, and stay balanced, which is so very important. And also you might be romanticizing the past, either with a past relationship. And we talk about the Six of Water, which is very emotional. It might have been a very emotional week for you. Also, the 8th is getting out of the Mercury retrograde. So communication and stuff is going to flow a little bit better for you also. But you might be thinking about memories of your childhood, of the past, of relationships, of different jobs, different people who have come in and out of your life. If you are going through a difficult situation, sometimes, like I said, those daydreams are about, romanticizing the past, like looking at all the good things of the past and maybe wishing that you were back there, maybe that you were younger, maybe that you were in that one relationship that made you feel really good. But realize the past is the past, and moving forward is the goal for 2017. Okay, so whatever it is that you are trying to hide from or cover up, but it's time to pull out that inner strength and move forward. As you enter into the second week of January 2017, they're asking you to have a little bit of empathy for yourself. Again, that feeling down a little bit about yourself, maybe not feeling that self-esteem, it might be feeling a little dented, maybe that fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. But have empathy for yourself and have empathy for others. Also, empathy, too, is that you might be picking up on other people, okay, their feelings and their emotions. So, again, going back to what the first week says of staying balanced and grounded is very important. And you could do that through meditation. You could do that with stepping outside, becoming one with nature, taking a little walk. I know here in the Northeast, like today, the high was like 13 degrees, and so standing outside in the cold is not the thing you want to do. But, if you have to shovel or anything like that, that's becoming one with nature. Even though people don't like to shovel, if you're doing anything outside, it's all in the way you look at it and your intention of, pulling in that earth energy to stay grounded and balanced and, taking in that energy of the earth. So no matter what you're doing outside, whatever outside activity it is, if you look at it in a positive way, and go out with the intention of being, pulling in this positive energy to release the negative, then, it's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit you in many ways, and you'll be done before you know it. Okay, but also intention. What are your intentions? You're not being very clear on the thoughts that you're putting out to the universe or the angels or spirit or guides. Okay, you need to be specific. What is it? What is it that you want in that job? What is it that you want with that project? What is it that you want with that new home or that new place you want to live? What is it that you want with that relationship? Again, very important to put it out there in your thoughts, staying positive, releasing the negative, and releasing the past, okay? And we have the King of Air and the King of Fire. And you need to be confident. You need to be confident because you're looked at upon as sort of a leader too. And you might want to get advice from somebody, but it's very important, again, focusing, they're stating about the mental and emotional balance and your considerations. What are your options, okay? So you might need somebody who's impartial to whatever it is that you need a solution for. And we have the King of Fire here also, which is focus, 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 okay? Communicate with a vision and be the leader. Advice from someone creative. So whatever it is, that like I said, you're going through, or you have this block, you have these dreams, you have these goals, you need to be able, like I said, to step out of that daydreaming and put into action. You need to put those thoughts into action and to be able to communicate and to be able to follow through. King of Air, of course, and the King of Fire, King of Air is known as for the air signs. You might possess this, or it could be somebody who is going to help you, which would be an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. And then the King of Fire is a fire sign, which could be an Aries, a Leo, or also a Sagittarius. So you are an air sign. You could even be possessing these qualities. But for those of you that do need help, do need to communicate, or are stuck, go ahead and maybe, like I said, an air sign and a fire sign might be stepping in to help you. We also have the Seven of Air and the Seven of Water. Again, emotions. Very difficult decisions that you have to make. And, you might need to revise your plans, okay? So the timing might not be right the second week in January, so give it some time. And just don't procrastinate, though. Take the steps that you can at this time to move forward, okay? And make sure you're doing your research, okay? Make sure you're doing your research. It's really important to have your, all of your ducks in a row, okay? So for the third week in January of 2017, Earth Force and Friendship. And we talk about Earth Force, again, we're talking about utilizing that energy of the Earth, of Gaia, and pulling it up and releasing all of this negative energy, this built up emotion and conflict from the past. Okay? Because what's going to happen is more people are going to start coming into your life. And these are going to be lasting, bonding friendships. Okay? It could even be a new relationship. Okay? So in order to be able to move forward in any type of relationship, whether it be friendship, whether it be romantic interest relationship, the thing is, things are going to be deepening. And in order for you to move forward and be successful in these connections, you need to release that past. Okay, so that means a lot of work on yourself before the third week of January. It will be a very successful time. Opportunities are going to be offered to you, and you've got that magic touch, okay? And that's what's going to happen, because a lot of Sagittariuses are pretty responsible, okay? And they're very generous with giving their heart. So the thing is that, know your worth, know your value within you, and move forward, because whatever you touch is going to become gold, pretty much, okay? But something's going to need your, attention. The Knight of Fire is usually communication, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, relentless, or restless. You could be feeling that way, or somebody could coming in to give you a message, okay? But just think things through carefully. You might have to act quickly, but think things through carefully before you make any decision. Okay, in the Knight of Water, again, we're talking about emotion and falling in love. Maybe those of you who are in a relationship already, you might be moving it up to the next level. Those of you who are single and have a friendship where you're close to somebody and you've been communicating with them, you could be out of this friendship that is coming in or could already be in. You might be moving that relationship up to the next level. Okay, but you might be going somewhere that third week in January, where you might even actually meet the person. So the thing is they're telling you again that you need to keep balance, okay? Keep balanced and grounded and focused. The last week of January, we're talking about gratitude and wisdom. And gratitude is, you're going to feel very grateful for whatever this new thing is coming into your life, whether it be a new job proposition, whether it be a project getting off the ground, whether it be, some of you, I'm feeling like you might have a family member who is not doing too well. They've been very sick. And things are going to turn around in the last week in January where, they might be getting better, and you're going to feel very grateful for that. Maybe even you haven't been feeling well, and you're going to turn around and get this new zest in life, and feel energized again. But you're going to be filled with gratitude for the people in your life and the different events that are going on. And through all of this stuff in the past, you're going to gain a lot of wisdom, okay? So all of those lessons that you've learned have become wisdom, and you're not ready to repeat the past. You're ready to move on, move forward, because the lessons have been learned. You're going to feel a renewal, and definitely, it's time to move on in a new direction. There's going to be a lot of calmness, and just, you're ready. You're just ready to move forward by the end of January. And make sure that you don't have ego. A lot of these things are coming through for you in this last week in January. Now, some of these could be happening sooner. Some of them could be happening later. It just depends on where you are with your energy and the work that you need to do on your own, okay? And how much you're going to resist the changes that need to be made within you. So remember that, okay? This goes for everybody and all the signs. But release the ego, okay? Don't be overly focused on your materialistic things. And ego pretty much is it's a they're fear-based thoughts and based on negativity. So when you see somebody who's like really arrogant and, just like, they're the best, they're the bomb and everything else, don't get that attitude, because it's really a false attitude. It's a false feeling. It's not positive at all. It's not a good thing. They are saying, when we talk about love and romance, it's safe to you for love, okay? And also, this person is worth waiting for. It's all about divine timing, okay? So somebody is already in your life or stepping into your life real soon, and, you're going to be able to open up your heart. It's going to be, they're sent to you from what I call heaven above, okay? But like I said, you need to release all your past relationships, what was done to you, all of this stuff, if you feel that you can't move forward, is within your mind created. Okay, so the longer that you hold on to this stuff, the more that it manifests and brews within you. And that's what you're going to attract, okay? When you release that, when you release those thoughts and free yourself, because see, this unicorn can jump over that fence. Okay, so this is his mind, and he's in this fence. He can jump over it or knock it over or kick it or anything anytime he wants to, but he's choosing to stay trapped. So make sure you release that, okay? Now, when we talk about separation, a lot of people freak out when they see the separation card. It means that there's going to be separation, a lot of people think amongst somebody that you're seeing or somebody that you really like. And it doesn't necessarily mean that. When I see the card separation, I think of somebody having to go away, or people living a distance from each other, that they care about each other. I don't see it as being a separation of two people, unless you are in a committed relationship and you are in a marriage and things have been like really crazy, that you've been stuck in your mind, about the different events that have been going on. Is possibly what you can be focusing on all month, is the relationship that you're in or your marriage. And there could be a separation. Maybe there needs to be a separation amongst the two of you, to give it time to gather what it is that you need to do. Or, maybe one has to go away on a business trip or something. But, for those that are single, when I think of separation, I think of a distance between two people, not two people separating. So there's a couple of ways of looking at that. And you need to trust. And it's very important to love yourself too. You know, if you go into a relationship and you don't love yourself, it's very difficult to be able to truly, authentically love another person or accept the true, authentic love that they have to give to you. So, again, it's very important to release your past and to be able to love yourself so that you can effectively love another person and they can effectively love you. There's a strong attraction, and you need to give this relationship a chance. And the thing is, it's really interesting because a lot of the signs have been coming up with these. And, you know, we talk about, you know, the chemistry being right and, you know, giving this relationship a chance and everything. You know, work on it. If there's somebody that you're really interested in, work on it. Don't give up. Keep going. You know, it's all about the proper timing, the divine timing. Because right now, a lot of the relationships that are coming together are those of soulmates, or some of you, if you believe in the twin flame connections. Not always the easiest of relationships, because there's always some sort of little obstacles in the way, but they're the ones that are the long-lasting, the ones that, you know, last a lifetime, the ones that people really do favor, you know, really, that lifelong partner who you can love and laugh with and cherish so many great moments with, and they're strong relationships to be able to go through the toughest of times together, and handling them together like a true team. So whatever it is, whether it be age difference, whether it be, you know, some sort of like differences between the two of you, whether it be distance, whether it be people are, and I'm trying to like hear more of what they're saying, like what you weren't expecting your true love to be, okay? They're saying you really got to give it a chance because this could be the relationship of a lifetime, okay? It really could be. And, you know, and we see here honeymoon, we see taking a trip, and it could be together, or you, if you are single, it could be taking a trip, driving or traveling to see somebody who you're interested in or wanting to start a relationship with. Like I said, I was picking up that there's some sort of distance between the two. Okay, so it could be that it involves traveling over water or it's near water. Either way, the two of you are going to be getting together, and it'll be really nice. It'll be some sort of water, some sort of travel near water, or the location is near some sort of body of water. Could even be across the world. You never know. So when we talk about the tarot of sexual magic, we have quite a few here, Sagittarius. Okay? And they're talking about here, you know, it's okay to look and, you know, we're talking about wands, fire energy. It's okay to look and maybe to touch, but make sure that it's not something like, you know, hopping relationships or like really massively playing the field with people. You know, what is it that you, again, want into a relationship? It's nice to look and to touch and to daydream, but what is it that you actually want? Okay? And you know, I look at this and I look at the Three of Swords, and a lot of people, like, he's like looking at her. She's kind of like laying there, and there's another person. A lot of people frown on the Three of Swords, thinking it's you know, more than one person. You're interested in more than one person, or you're dating one and cheating with another, or vice versa. I don't always see that as being that. When I look at the Three of Swords, I look at a person who is like looking like, okay, really want this person, but then there's the past standing there and standing in the way. Okay, so again, we're not talking about necessarily making a decision between two people as much as we are tempted to move forward, but we still have the past lingering, whether it be the actual person is still popping in and out of your life, or the thoughts of the person are still haunting you, you know, what happened in the relationship. It's time to release that, and it's time to move forward. And again, here we go, the past right here. You know, he's there, he's offering his love, he's telling her, but she's still stuck on the past. Okay, and it's very emotional. So make sure that when you start this new relationship, or this new relationship comes, really try to have the past behind you, because see, the ghost of the past is still haunting. And again, when we look back over here at these other cards, you know, you got to free yourself. It's now within your mind. You know, it's over with. It's done. You've learned the lesson. You know what you don't want in another relationship, but you need to trust. And in order to move forward, you have to trust. And if you have somebody that you're interested in and you trust them and there's that connection, then release the past and do yourself some justice and do the other person justice by being able to start out the relationship with a clean slate. Because when you do, there's going to be, you know, the King of Wands, again, fire energy, very strong, very determined person. Being fire energy too, it could be you. It could be you that, you know, once you release all of this stuff and you meet that right person, you know, it's going to be like you've embraced freedom, you've embraced love, okay? And the Empress is an air sign, but also typically Aries, but could be a Sagittarius. The person could be another fire sign like you coming in, but she, you know, she knows what she wants. She's very, very determined and knows exactly what it is that she wants. Okay? And she's not going to put up with any garbage. So this could be you. And I look at this, I see two lovebirds there in the shell echoing love. And, you know, I just see this and she knows what she wants. And she's going to do whatever she can to get it. So make sure that, you know, if it's you, when you find that right person, or it's somebody coming into your life, okay? And again, the King of Swords here, very determined man. He's been through it all. And this is not gender specific, but the cards are. But I'm not making this gender specific. It could be for males or females. You could be carrying either one of these energies. And moving forward with the knowing and understanding that, you know, this is what it is, and people are watching, and they might be, you know, keeping an eye on it, you know, and, you know, somebody from the past watching, and she maybe has some trust issues, and he's watching her because her hand's near his sword, you know, so he's like, yeah, I'm into this, but I'm still a little leery. Again, release that, because you have the Three of Wands, and, you know, feeling that rejuvenation of love. This is what this means, is feeling that rejuvenation, feelings of love that you've never experienced before. And this is what it is. This band around her leg here talks about those feelings of love that you felt in the past but haven't felt in a long time. And meeting this person is going to bring up those loving feelings, that exciting feeling again. And the King of Chalices here, finally, when you do get into this relationship, when it does come along, you're going to be very content, very happy. Okay, and here's the Lover's card, which, you know, a lot of people say it's making a decision between two things, or the lovers coming in and meeting and having this beautiful relationship. And I don't see that as being that there's a choice necessarily between two people. There could be, but you see the dark here and the light here, which means the light and the dark. And it's like making a decision to like merge that, the light side and the dark side, accepting unconditionally that everybody has a light side and everybody has a dark side, but you have the Lover's card, which means it's a beautiful connection, okay? And usually the Lover's card is like that soul connection, that soulmate twin flame connection. So really it is a beautiful month as long as you do the work that you need to do, Sagittarius, okay? If you want anything like more detailed specifically towards you, okay, then go ahead and go to my website, www.angelic-comfort.com, and check out my services page, and we'll set up an appointment, and we'll get you your reading and what it is that you're actually seeking and what you're looking for the answers, and maybe I can help you. In the meantime, know that I love each and every one of you, and until I talk to you again, namaste.